Today, we're talking about perfume notes. And whenever you're listening to a fragrance review, you constantly hear about top notes, middle notes, and base notes. So, I'm going to explain what those actually mean in more concrete terms so you understand exactly what we're talking about when choosing a fragrance. So, very quickly, I mentioned top notes. So, those are going to be the initial immediate burst that you get. The middle notes is also known as heart. This is the core of the scent that defines the perfume's character. And then the base notes are the heavy, long lasting foundation that add depth and longevity. So, we're going to deep dive into those, but I just wanted to give you like a quick overview before we start. So that gives you an idea that a fragrance isn't just a single static smell. It is a dynamic experience that has these different layers. So it's almost like a journey where you get the initial burst and then the scent starts developing. So each of those three layers plays a crucial role in the overall composition, as I mentioned, so longevity and character. And by learning how these three layers interact, you gain a lot more power to understand and appreciate and ultimately choose what fragrance works best for you. Okay, so let's start with the top notes. So the top notes are basically the crucial first impression. Um, so those are you could almost see them as a trap because they are usually the most volatile, and they are also the smallest fragrance molecules, meaning that they will evaporate the fastest. So they are what you smell immediately after you spray the perfume, that initial burst and first impression. So they are designed to grab your attention and make this immediate impact. However, because they evaporate very quickly, they will usually only last for 5 to 15 minutes. So that's why you cannot just go to Sephora, spray something on a paper, smell it, and decide if you like it or not, because that's just the opening. Okay, that's just the top note. So very common notes will include fresh scents like citrus, so lemon, bergamot, light fruits, and some green notes. Um, Now, the main takeaway here is that those are almost, as I said, almost like a trap. They are designed to make you say, I love it, I'll buy it. But because they fade so fast, you cannot make a decision based on the top notes. Okay? So once the scent settles, that's when you're going to get the middle note. So that's why important. Spray the fragrance on your skin and then go home. Uh, because as those top notes fade, we are going to transition into the middle notes, and those are also known as the heart. These are the true essence of the fragrance, and they're going to be forming the core of the scent. So they are less volatile and they tend to last much longer, typically anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour or longer. So those middle notes, they will emerge once that initial sharpness of the top notes has mellowed. And they are often, they feel rounder, softer, and more complex. And this is basically the main personality of the perfume. Things about it like this is how this perfume really smells. So those middle notes will usually be florals like rose and jasmine, or spices like cinnamon or aromatic herbs, and they will provide the main warmth, depth, and balance to the fragrance. So if you are looking to choose a great fragrance, you need to love the heart. So as I said, when you're testing a perfume, you need to spray it on your skin and you need to walk away for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Okay? If after that time you still love the scent, then it's very likely that you have found a winner and you probably like the fragrance. And then the third is the base notes. So the base notes are the lingering foundation. So here is your commitment. They are the heaviest and least volatile molecules in the fragrance, which means that they will evaporate the slowest. And they form the foundation of the perfume, the lingering scent that will stay with you for hours and hours. And they will emerge as the middle notes fade, and they will add depth, richness, and crucial. This is where the longevity comes from. Okay, so common base will include woods like sandalwood, resins like amber, musks, and vanilla. Those notes are often warm, creamy, or woody, and they provide that, kind of the finishing that you feel in the fragrance. So again, the base notes here, they're going to be all about the longevity and the mood in the fragrance. If you need a fragrance that lasts all day, you have to look for those heavy resinous or woody bases that are listed in this description. Those are usually the anchors. If you love like a cozy, comforting feel, you're probably looking more for something like a good vanilla or an amber base. Okay, so here's a strategy for you to choose a fragrance. Okay, stage one, you are going to go and you're going to spray it, and that's going to give you the top notes. So just get a feeling for the initial mood of the fragrance, but don't commit. Okay, this is the mood. Now, stage two, you walk away and you wait at least 15 to 20 minutes so you get the middle notes. And this is where the scent will shine with its personality. So if you love it here, this is a fragrance you should consider. If you feel like you really love the first burst but not so convinced here, you're probably not going to like this fragrance. Okay, and then stage three, after at least 2 or 3 hours, this is the final lingering memory, and you also have to be committed here. You have to like how the fragrance lingers. Okay, so again, never buy after first spray. Go through stages 1, 2, 3. I would say more than once, to see how the fragrance is reacting with your skin as well. I will say I would like to spray something at least 2 or 3 times before, I have a better idea of how I like it. So now I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite type of note? Fresh, beautiful floral, or a cozy vanilla base? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you look for a fragrance. Would love to hear it in the comments.